Wellness Wednesday, and it's middle of January already. I have some very chirpy birds outside my window, so it's a lovely bird song if you can hear it where you are. But welcome, and I hope January has been kind to you. We narrowly evaded a cyclone in North Queensland this week, so that's very good. And I was this morning having to put my garden furniture back in the garden, which I'd stored in the shed for the last few days, so fingers crossed there's not a lot of packing up to do anytime soon, because it's a little bit of a mission to get cyclone ready, to be honest. So there's a lot of things to think about. So really, I realised, just looking at my calendar and diary now, we've only got 1 week left of January, so what can happen in the next week, who knows. But today I have, this week and today I've got my first lot of volunteering activities for January, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be volunteering at my girls' school later today in preparations for the new year, and then later this evening I will be at Queensland Youth Services for our monthly management committee meeting, and on Saturday I'm volunteering at Parkrun. So that's really cool, because throughout each of those three volunteering things in my life, I've deepened my social connections with people in the community that I would not have otherwise met, because they're not in my immediate circle in terms of my children's education or my friend network or so on and so forth. So it's really nice to have those three volunteering opportunities to look forward to, so I can expand my social circle, develop my positive social engagement for my own well-being, and also to give back to my community. And giving back to your community is hugely rewarding, but volunteering in itself is hugely rewarding, because when you give to others, you also give to yourself. So if you haven't volunteered recently, it is still the beginning of a new year. You might want to seek out some opportunities for yourself to do that throughout the course of 2021. And I certainly know that as I've been meeting younger people and suggesting to them some volunteering things that they can do to build positive social engagement and support their well-being, they have been quite curious and interested to do that. So really it's about trying to connect people with opportunities and being open to all the myriad of different events and organisations which we can give our time and our skills to help, both locally and further afield. So it's really something to think about, and has given me an enormous sense of self-worth, satisfaction, and so on and so forth. So volunteering is awesome, and something we could all do more of in the future. And this Sunday, very excitingly, I'm headed to Jan Lees's workshop at the Vilve to hear about the Year of the Golden Ox. So the Year of the Golden Ox starts with Lunar New Year on the 12th of February. And in the meantime, we can be preparing for that. And last week I interviewed Jan, and we talked about health and well-being at home, and how we can use our homes to support our well-being. And that interview is now live in my closed Facebook group, the Unbreakable Community. So if you have read my book and would like to join that community, please do so. You get access to exclusive interviews from experts all over the world, as well as other health and well-being material and support and advice and articles and so on and so forth. So it was super awesome to interview Jan, and I'm really looking forward to the workshop on Sunday, where I can learn more about the Year of the Golden Ox and everything that's in store for us in 2021 in terms of energy. And at the moment, Jan advises us to be decluttering. Now, if you've read step 2 of my book, which is about filing and decluttering, it's kind of apt that the two things fit together, because now is the perfect time to declutter our homes, our emotions, our feelings, and to sort out some things in our life. And I've certainly got a running list of things that I'm sorting out in my life at the moment. So that's really cool. I can't wait to see Jan on Sunday, and if you want to catch that interview, then please join my group. It's very insightful, and I'm sure you'll pick up some hints and tips for yourself. So that's really cool. This Friday I have my first road trip of 2021 down to Ayr, and I'll be in the Burdekin on Friday morning, and I have I'm going to read my book, The Koala Who Lost His Heart. That's this one here. at the Burdekin Air Library at 10:30 on Friday morning, and families throughout the Burdekin are welcome to attend that. It's a free event. So I'm super excited, and the Townsville Bulletin published a story about that last week, which was lovely. And the Mayor of Ayr, Lynn McLaughlin, was quoted in that article, who I've never actually met in person, but I do hope to meet her in person soon, because on my last visit to Ayr, I was informed that she's been reading my book, Broken to Unbreakable. So I'm really looking forward to my visit to Ayr, hopefully catching up with the Mayor, and then also catching up with Charlie from Sweet FM to chat about what's been going on in Ayr and all things wellness for the future. So super looking forward to that, and I'll be doing a wellness workshop at Ayr Library upstairs from 12 till 2 p.m. So I hope you can join me for that, for any mums and dads that are in Ayr and not working on Friday and needing a boost to their health and well-being. Please do come along. It's for men as well as women. So yes, people have been asking me when I will be adding dates for Townsville, so I'll be doing that next week. I'll add a roster of dates for Townsville, both free workshops as well as some paid to attend workshops. So just keep an eye out on my Facebook pages, and those will go up mid of next week, once I've just had a chance to regroup, because on Tuesday we have Australia Day, 26th of January, and I remembered, and I had to calculate this morning because it's many, many years. It's 18 years since my husband and I met in Sydney on Australia Day, so that is a very, very, very long time. And on Tuesday, I'm really excited because I'll be able to take my girls down to Billabong Sanctuary, and Billabong Sanctuary have a range of activities for Australia Day this year, one of which includes a reading of my book, The Koala Who Lost His Heart, and the rangers will be doing a talk and introducing their baby Joey koalas. So that's super awesome, and I'm looking forward to sharing that event with families who are looking for a unique day out on Australia Day. And what's beautiful about Billabong Sanctuary is that the animals are all very, very close to you. So in many cases you can feed them, you can touch them, not the crocodiles, you don't want to touch the crocodiles, but you can definitely feed a lot of animals by hand. You can meet them up very close, and you can get to know a little bit about our native animals from all over Australia. And they have huge cassowaries there as well. And they have a swimming pool, so you can take your swimmers, go for a swim, have a picnic, and meet lots of animals and listen to an amazing story, The Koala Who Lost His Heart. So that's a super exciting Australia Day for us, and I'll be sharing that with my children. So I hope to see you at Billabong Sanctuary on Tuesday, the 26th of January. So yes, 18 years. I don't have any idea if that's going to be a celebrated milestone. It will just be another business as usual day for us as a family, more than likely. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. And then on Wednesday, school starts back. So for many families, I guess the year will only be starting in earnest on Wednesday, the 27th, because you know, for many of us, we've still been juggling school holidays as well as work and other commitments. So I kind of feel for myself that Wednesday, the 27th of January, is the day my year will officially start. And I can start to plan in earnest my activities for the rest of the year. And I've been working on my calendar last week, so I'm really excited about the things that are in there so far. And I wanted to share with you something that happened to me on Saturday. So if you follow any of my social media, you might have seen me celebrating a personal best at Parkrun. So I did a new PB on Saturday, and it was the 100th park run at Applan's Weir Park Run, which is my home park run just down the road from where I live. And it was interesting because I thought, oh, it's 100 years park run, maybe I should try for a new PB. And then I started talking myself out of it. Well, you know, you can't run a PB in January, Chrissy, it's too hot. And I was like, oh, why not? And then I thought to myself, why can't I run a PB? Because the last time I ran a PB, I was not as fit as I am now. That's the first thing. Second thing, I've lost weight, so I'm not as heavy as I was when I ran my PB 1 year ago. I am 1 year older than I was a year ago. That was something that came up for me. But then I thought, well, what's physically stopping me from trying to run a PB on Saturday? So I went through my mental checklist and I thought, okay, I'm fitter, I'm healthier, I have no pain, I'm lighter, I run more consistently. So really the only thing that's stopping me is my headspace. So then I started to unpick that. Okay, what did I do before I ran my last park run? I did my runs throughout the week. I ate relatively healthy all through the week, so very little meat, mostly plant-based diet, so I felt very light. And I stretched regularly throughout the week, and I stretched on the night before and the morning of. I went to the park run, and I thought about what were my tactics during the run. So my tactics were to kind of, do a relatively to go out quite quickly, and then to find little bits throughout the run where I would push off corners or push off inclines, or mentally tell myself, okay, just pick it up a bit. So I kind of went through the process. I know the route very well, so I was able to remind myself of where I was able to push on a little bit and not kind of feel like I'm getting tired, so I'm just going to take it a bit easier. And really I had to remind myself that it's just 12.5 minutes of hard running that way and 12.5 minutes of hard running this way. So I was able to use some very positive self-talk to allow me to believe that I was more than capable of running a new PB despite it being January, and that the conditions were not much different to what I would have experienced in November in 2019 when I ran my last PB. So all I really needed to do was to do those things and to talk to myself in a positive way, and when I got tired, to visualize myself already at the finish line. So just to bear in mind that I'm not going there to compete with anyone else. I'm just going there to do the best that I can on any given week and to have fun. So I do want to improve my running, I do want to improve my fitness, and I do want to improve my time, because that's the whole point of it, is to get stronger and fitter, and to not allow my age or anything else in my life to prevent me from improving. So those are kind of the mental things that I was thinking about. So when I crossed the finish line and I was like, I said to the girl, what was my time? And she said 25:05. I was shocked, to be honest. I just stopped dead in my tracks, because it was 1 minute faster than the time I ran the week before, 1 minute and 5 seconds faster than the time I ran before, and 30 seconds faster than my PB, my previous PB. Now in the weeks leading up to this, I had been running, a minute slower, and thinking that I was running pretty hard. So the fact that I could take off a whole minute off my time from the week before and 30 seconds off my PB just proved how important it was to have that positive mental approach to the run, because quite easily I could have turned up and talked myself out of it again. But I was surprised and delighted and super excited that I did it, and I thought, oh well, that actually didn't kill me. I feel pretty good, so maybe I can keep improving. So it was good to challenge myself and to test myself, but more to test my mental approach to it as opposed to my physical approach to it, which has been consistent. So that was, I just wanted to share that story, because it's really a trick of mindfulness to notice what we're thinking and what we're feeling, and when we're going down into a rabbit hole of feeling as though we're not going to do something, or we can't do something, or we talk ourselves out of it, we can actually talk ourselves back into things, and we can use healthy thoughts and behaviors to support us and help us. And that was really the message that I wanted to leave you with today. So thank you for tuning in. There's some exciting days ahead, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care. Bye bye.